Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, I sound good. I'm Weapon X. This is the Voice of the Eagles podcast, and we have some things to discuss. First off, we're gonna get into Super Bowl hangover. Okay, players continue to speak on Super Bowl loss. All right, we're gonna have to get all into that, man. We're gonna have to get into it. Missing pieces to get us back to the promised land. We're going to discuss some missing pieces that, or if any, pieces that we may need in order to, you know, go back and finish the job. And training camp. We're gonna touch on training camp and some uh some missing rookies. Okay, some missing rookies. But this, we're there for. All right, let's just start here. Okay, let's just start here when we're speaking about the Super Bowl. Only 8 teams in 55 years. Only 8 teams lost the Super Bowl and came back and won the following year. So it is a it's a daunting task for sure. It's daunting. It's a challenge, nonetheless, but it's definitely possible. Now, my whole thing is when there's comments coming out, weeks before um, a month or so before training camp, it it's like we're still talking about the Super Bowl. Why are we still speaking on the Super Bowl? It's over. We lost. It is what it is. For for these kind of topics still to be a lot, coming up, it's like I'm over it. We have to move forward, and we're gonna get into some of the comments in a second. So, a couple players came out speaking on the Super Bowl. All right, now okay, this was during mini camp with Devontae Smith. Hear what Devontae Smith had to say about the Super Bowl. So for me, it kind of started with Devontae Smith. All right, Devontae Smith came out and pretty much said it was the turnover, right? Okay, so we have Devontae Smith saying the turnover was the reason that the Philadelphia Eagles lost the Super Bowl. Pretty much, right? I mean, we were up 10 at the half, after that. So, dude, why make this comment? But whatever, you know, kind of brushed it off. Kind of brushed it off. Um, and didn't really, think too much of it. Well, I did, but everybody else seemed to brush it under the rug. It's like, why are we still talking about the Super Bowl here? Okay. And uh well, let me share my screen. Sorry about that. Let me share my screen. 1 second. All right, so here's what you guys probably didn't hear that. Here's what Devontae Smith had to say. Turnovers. So I mean, bro, come on, man. We don't need to hear this. Honestly, I don't want to hear anything about the Super Bowl from the players. we're trying to get back there and we're trying to win it. I mean, we have to stop. You can hear me? We have to stop dwelling on the past. Did you hear the audio? Um, but he pretty much said Jalen Hurts turnover was the reason for the loss. Okay. Um, Now you have actual you have quotes and you know just this is you can hear the video. Okay, you can hear the video. All right, got you. All right. Fault. And play it again. Turnovers. Turnovers. I mean, that's Jalen. You're pretty much saying Jalen Hurts. It was, but like again, it's the whole. The I'm sick of the talk about the Super Bowl. Okay, 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 okay. Uh, yeah. But yesterday there was a quote from Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham. This is from MLB football, really credible source. Um, and this was via around the NFL. Brandon Graham came out to say, um, the offensive line from the Chiefs was blessed to face the Eagles on a slippery turf in the Super Bowl. You need that traction to be able to get off the block, and we were slipping a lot. Graham said in a recent interview on Sports Egg with Derek Gunn and Rob Ellis. I don't make excuses. I just know that that's what was being talked about. Us trying to get out of our own head a little bit too. I'm telling you that O line they got blessed. I'll say that. Okay, we don't want to hear. I don't care. I don't. I personally don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I'm so sick of it talking about the Super Bowl. Like, uh, we lost. We lost. It is what it is. Let's just move forward and focus on winning and winning getting the next year. Simple as that. Simple as that. Let's just focus on getting it next year. Um, but I mean, like, again, it's incredibly hard to repeat. And I mean, to get back to the Super Bowl, only 8 teams have done it in 55 years. So it's incredibly hard to do. So if first off, if you get there, you got to finish the deal. But secondly, I feel like you have to move on from it, and I know I get it. It's tough, but you can't dwell on a loss, on a Super Bowl loss. I'm over it. I'm tired of hearing about it, man. And now you got Jason Kelce. Okay, with Jason Kelce, he's a part of the media. Okay, he's a part of the media, so I can understand it. Okay, he's a part of the media. Okay, but now you have Jason Kelce coming out saying uh Jalen Hurts still beats himself up. He still beats himself up over the Super Bowl loss this past season. I've spoken to him about it. He still beats himself up over this play, that play. I'm like, dude, you had the best performance ever by a quarterback in the history of a Super Bowl. You did just fine, which he did. He did fine. He did fine, but man, like I mean, this was like on the same day. These quotes, from these players, like back to back, like uh It's I just don't understand it. Why? Can we stop talking about the Super Bowl? It's over. We lost. Um, it was an amazing season. It was a fun season. Like, can we just please get over this Super Bowl? Like, for the love of God. Can we get over it? Please. That's all I'm saying. Can we get over this Super Bowl? That's that. Can we get over it? Can we get over it? It's over with. It's over. I think means they would have won a game without the turnover. You can't say that because you don't know. You don't know if you would have won a game. Okay, if let's say Jalen Hurts don't turn the ball over and it's a 3-and-out, we punt and they score. It's the same thing. Maybe it takes more time off the clock, but I mean, I can't wrap my head around. I really can't even wrap my head around why he would even say that. But again, it's like, all right, it's Devontae Smith. Everybody's going to defend Devontae Smith. Cool, I get it. I understand that. But dude shouldn't have said that. And now we got Brandon Graham talking about the Chiefs. Their O line was blessed, and like it's just, can we just stop talking about it? Like, especially the players. You said I think Smitty means they would have won the game without the turnover. He might be right about that. I don't think it's not a shot. I don't. I mean, I don't know what it was, but it just it's weird. I mean, just shut up. If I'm being like a completely blunt, and I get Jason Kelce. He's a part of the media now, you know. But I think we just need to lock in and focus. I was saying this last year. Darius Slay came out with a podcast. Kelsey has a successful podcast, and people, players start venturing out to, other things, and we start getting a lot of success because of our season. And you get an uptick or influx of um, just eyes, that's kind of looking at the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, uh, so I feel like I wouldn't say clout chasing, but I feel like players should just focus on, like, right now. Can we just focus and lock in? I would just keep my head down and work. I will talk to no media unless you got media responsibilities. But other than that, I wouldn't really talk to any media. I would just be focused on what I'm trying. I wouldn't be on podcasts, and I get it. I get it. The season hasn't started. I mean, training camp is a while away. So, but man, I just want to see players that's locked in, hyper focused, and ready to go out there and perform. Um, because in all actuality, here's Super Bowl. This is like Super Bowl hangover material right here. This is Super Bowl hangover esque. This is exactly how it start, man. Because it's such a big game. It alters the lives, bro, of so many people for such a long time. Okay, and you'll it's like you'll be it's like you're part of history when you play in a Super Bowl. You know, and it's one of the biggest moments in the year. So when you playing that game and coming off a loss, it's huge. And it's again only 8 teams in 55 years have made it back to the Super Bowl after losing to win it. You know, so I just don't I want us to shut up about the Super Bowl. Even the fans, content creators, whoever do it. Why? It's over. Okay, maybe yeah, from time to time I may, talk about it or speak on it, but I mean, bro, it's over with. I'm so done. I don't even care that we lost, bro. That's how over I am. I'm so over it, bro. Like I don't even care we lost. We had an amazing season. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like life or death for me. It's just a game, at the end of the day. So uh I mean, come on, man. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Uh the season is right around the corner. Even if someone asks me about the Super Bowl, because media is going to be media, I'll say, hey, the Chiefs, congratulations to the Chiefs. It was a fun experience. You like to come out and win. You like to come out on top and win a Super Bowl. But I mean, things happen. We're moving forward. It is what it is. Simple as that. Like, come on, man. Just they're prepped on how to handle the media, you know, and handle so. So I mean, Brandon Graham comments. Um, okay, my personal opinion. Okay, the field was a bit janky. Okay, but again, the Chiefs were prepared. Everybody knows about Hassan Reddick played in Arizona. So I mean like the coaches, players should have been prepared. The team should have been prepared. The team not being prepared to have the right cleats to play on that type of field, I mean, you can't really go that route or say someone got lucky or I mean, I don't know. I agree with them, but I just don't want to hear about it no more. When it first happened, cool, speak on it. But it's months later, bro. Like, come on, man. Again, Kelce gets a pass because he's part of the media, but still, come on, Kelce, keep that in house. Center Jason Kelce says Jalen Hurts still beats himself up over their Super Bowl loss. Here's the actual quote. I've spoken to him about it. He still beats himself up over this play, that play. I'm like, dude, you had the best performance. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who cares? Who cares? Can we move on, please? For the love of God, bro. What's up, Touch? What's up, guys? Can we move on? Can we please just move on from the Super Bowl? Can we move on from it? I mean, that's all I ask. Let's just move on from the Super Bowl. Like I'm literally like I don't even care for it. It's just alarming when the players are openly coming out and speaking on Super Bowl. And I mean we're almost in July. Training camp is about a month away. You know, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like we got to move forward. Okay. Now I don't know. Again, now even with Jalen Hurts, I don't know if this should have been. I know Kelce and Jalen Hurts is like way too tight. So, but I don't know if certain conversations you kind of you don't even put out there. He said he's spoken to him. I'm pretty sure it's in private. So I mean, I just don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear about the Super Bowl, bro. It's like it's not even that it makes me feel a certain way or anything like that. It's just I'm tired of them. I'm tired of hearing about it. Like we lost. Like, and that's that. I mean, we lost the Super Bowl. I really don't, honestly, don't care, bro. It doesn't affect me at all, right? Of course, I wish you would have won it, but dude, I don't care about it anymore. It was a fantastic season. We're trying to go win it again. We're trying to win it again. We haven't won in about 5 or 6 years. We got a great opportunity to do that again. Let's focus on that. Yeah, exactly. Touch. We have to. I mean, I, I'm over the Super Bowl. Okay. Missing pieces to get us back to the Super Bowl. Okay, our last Super Bowl that we won against in 2018 against the Patriots. I want to play you guys this clip. Okay. And this happened early in the first quarter, I believe. Right? Brandon Cooks, our receiver for Tom Brady, absolutely lays him out. Malcolm Jenkins lays him out. Okay? Lays him out. Um, we need a safety. I mean, every time the Eagles have been to the Super Bowl and won it or have been successful, we had elite safeties. We need a safety, a physical. We need some physicality. We need someone that's physical, that's going to hit. We need we need a we need a we need we're missing, and I've said this last year, and we went and got Ndamukong Suh, and I'm like, okay, fine. Linval Joseph, some big, nasty, mean looking dudes, set the tone. We need guys like that on our defense because I mean the defense is the reason we lost the Super Bowl, right? Uh, we need a physical play. Like we need someone else on this defense for sure. Okay, we literally have to. Like we're not a complete team. Well, we're a complete team or our roster, but we're missing something, and it's a safety. We're missing a safety. Okay, um, we need a safety every time when the Philadelphia Eagles are at their best, making deep playoff runs and going to the Super Bowl, they've always had a safety. I don't know. I mean, a Hall of Fame caliber type, or an elite level top 10, top 5 kind of safety. We need a safety. We can't play around with that position. Okay. We need a superstar at our safety spot. I mean, look at Malcolm Jenkins just lay, and we know who Malcolm Jenkins is. He has 2 Super Bowls, one with the Saints, one with 2 different teams, the Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles, a leader, a champion. Solid tackler, can cover, can do it all. Uh, he definitely has a Hall of Fame career. We need someone like that, and if we don't get it on defense, like Howie has to get us a safety. Okay, I'm waiting for it. Okay, he has to go get us a safety. Okay, he has to go get us a safety. Now, I'll be honest with you. That's our missing piece is a safety. And maybe you can look at like depth at certain positions. Um, I would say maybe depth at you can never go wrong with edge rushers. Edge rusher. Maybe get a body at linebacker. Okay, get a body at linebacker. Get maybe some edge rushers. Maybe one edge rusher where we got Derek Barnett. So I mean, I think we'll probably be fine. Okay, but we for sure need a safety. Okay, I don't want to play the whole. Hey, let's see if this guy can develop it. No, 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 no. Then, in order for the Philadelphia Eagles to thrive, right? They're going to need. History shows it. History shows it. History doesn't lie. Every year we've been to the Super Bowl, we've had a dominant safety. Every year we've been to the Super Bowl. Um, I mean, we need one. It's imperative, if you ask me. And I mean, even if let's say we don't get a elite level safety, we need a we need a player on defense or players. We need an identity of physicality, of we need someone that strikes fear in the opponents. We don't have that, and that's definitely a missing piece in my estimation. That kid held on to the ball though. That was a hell of a hit. Yeah, man, it was a tough one, and honestly, man, I'm glad he's okay and thriving in the NFL because if not, I probably wouldn't have even made this. But I have to troll Dallas, so I'm a troll Dallas. It is what it is. And I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of Brandon Cooks, but in no way, shape, or form. But um, this is just a shot at Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's actually some truth in this because he is still affected by this hit. You know, uh, you hit this man the wrong. Like when you get a concussion or head injuries or head trauma, it's easier. You become more susceptible to those kind of injuries. So, yeah, I think that I'm for sure it still bothers him. But I'm glad he's still thriving in the NFL. And no, don't get me wrong, Brandon Cook. Sorry, I said Brandon Graham. Brandon Cooks. He is a dog at receiver. He's always had 1,000 yards with so many different teams, and he's fast. I mean, he's not. He's like that. And honestly, I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck. If we don't, if if Brandon Cooks doesn't get injured, I mean, I don't know how we win it with Super Bowl, bro. I don't. But again, you need a guy on defense that strikes fear in the opposing teams, who or that okay, you need that element. You got to set the tone. You got to set the tone with on the field. Defensively, you have to. Teams have to teams have to be afraid of you defensively. Eagles are missing that element. I mean, Darius Slay's running around just laughing and smiling all the time, and Bradbury's kind of reserved. Javon Hargrave was kind of quiet. You had Chauncey that had that kind of that energy a little bit. Brandon Graham like that. We need somebody. We need somebody else. I mean, Jordan Davis looked vicious. He's the biggest guy on the field, probably all of the time. So and then you have Jalen Carter. So I mean, maybe those guys can, but man, we need some physicality on. If we make a play like this, and sometime in that Super Bowl, like with Chauncey Gardner Johnson hit on that running back was a big hit. But I mean, it was later. It was late in the game, man. It was like things were coming to the tempo was already. But we need some. We like you need like you need that, man. We need that element to our team, bro. Some nastiness on defense. Uh, are hits like that even legal anymore? Honestly, that hit wasn't that hit was not that was a legal hit. Okay, now he led with the helmet or whatever, but man, that's a legal hit. Okay, that's a legal hit. You can't leave with the helmet. You have to leave with the shoulder. There's ways to set the tone still, and you don't have to like go for a life altering hit. But I mean, you got to set the tone with physicality. And yeah, you leave with the shoulder, you're fine. Um, But I think right now the NFL would probably just flag anything, bro. Honestly, even if it's clean, I think they're flagging it. Any hard hits. So it's weird. But hey, I'll take it's the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't care. What you gonna do? Fine me for that or suspend me for the next game? Come on, man. Uh Terrell Evans for Reed. Yeah, Reed Blankenship. He's physical. He's physical. Terrell Evans. Yeah, man. I don't. Man, the safety spot is just like if these guys if we can get two safeties that'll be effective and dominate, or man, somebody on our roster who can step up, that'll be amazing. Honestly. Uh, yeah, I don't. It hits, he said it hits like that legal. This soft NFL, man. Again, I think they'll probably call anything. Malcolm was the heart and soul of our team. We need someone like that, dog. I'm telling you on defense, and how he knows it, and how he's doing something, trying to figure out something, man. I know he is, and bro, I hope he pulls it off, because if not, man, it's gonna be tough on our defense for sure. We need improvement on special teams. We sucked at punt coverage, and yeah, we did nothing on special teams, Darth. I've been speaking on special teams and our defensive coordinator all year last year, and it hurt us in the biggest moment in the Super Bowl. And special teams is the same thing. It's going to kill us when it matters the most. I mean, I mean, did we sign? Hopefully, some of these free agents. I mean, you sign guys specifically to play a special team ace. You know, when you really want to put in the when you want to put in, you want to put your money where your mouth is. You know, so if our special teams isn't bad, you got to go out there and cough up the resources to get those kind of guys. Right? We don't have. I mean, I would like to see it. I would like to have seen a special teams ace. Now, maybe some of these free agents can come in and hop on special teams and go make some plays. Maybe it's a couple of these free agents was specifically signed for special teams, which I doubt. But yeah, we definitely need to upgrade at punt. Our punter need like we didn't grab a punter. Like special teams, dog. Come on, bro. I mean, I special teams. Wow, special teams. I mean, we still haven't addressed special teams. Hmm. And why did you bring that up to me, man? I mean, I that was one where I'll completely even I was speaking. I'm speaking more so on, our for me, right? I think a more glaring need is our safety spot. I mean, even though we have guys, okay, but it's special teams, bro. That might be the top of the list, honestly. That might be the top of the list. You know, because someone has to step up. I feel like you can plug if you plug someone in, you got you got all pro James Bradbury and Darius Slade, in the secondary, they can kind of like help these defensive backs come along, right? But special teams, man, you don't really see it, but it always hurts you in the biggest moments for some reason. And I was saying it, even I was saying it mid-season, man, and going into like right around like we had 3 games left in the season, the finishing stretch, the home stretch. Bro, I was saying like, man, we need this special teams, and our defensive coordinator is going to kill us in the playoffs. It happened in the Super Bowl, like one more game. I could have been wrong, and I mean, because they weren't killing, they weren't hurt, they were not hurting us down the stretch. And I'm like, I just felt it. I was like, man, I just knew it was gonna happen. I just knew it, bro. I knew it. And in the Super Bowl, on the biggest game, and I'm like, wow, that's fitting, right? I mean, like, come on, bro. The biggest game. That are my two biggest concerns showed its ugly head in the biggest games. I mean, the biggest game of the year in the NFL in the Super Bowl. I agree. I don't know why we had Zach Pascal try to make a tackle and you see, but when you got players coming out, right, constantly talking about the Super Bowl, this what happens. We start, now we're bringing back up this. Now we're shifting the focus from next year to last year. Controlling the yo, trolling the Cowboys. It has to happen because I mean they troll themselves, and we just speak facts. Okay. Yeah, Chauncey's still taking shots. Yeah, he's gonna always take shots. He's really hurt or that it didn't play. I think Chauncey wanted to be on the top. I don't know what. I don't know. It'll come out what really happened, but I think it's something deeper than you know. But that's crazy, man. It's crazy for he's really hurt. The birds always get clumsy. Uh, coaching, you know. I mean, can I think of a year that we had a decent special teams? Can I think of what? I mean, you look at Buddy Ryan with Chris Carter. You look at Chip Kelly with Deshaun Jackson. I mean, why are we beefing with our receiver, bro? We should have Sidney Brown. Yeah, yeah. Bro. Get those rookies and those free agents on special teams. If we can have a top five special teams, but I would choose special teams over elite level safe. I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough because I think we need a safety to go to win a Super Bowl. Uh, yeah, and even Nick Foles. Nick Foles wound up coming back. Yep. Nick Foles is always our franchise guy. But yeah, this is just wild to me. Again, only 8 times in 55 years has a team that lost the Super Bowl returned to play it again. Play it again the next year. So history is against us. It's possible, but I mean, I feel like you have to get over the loss and move forward and use it as motivation. Okay. I think you need to use it as motivation and not too much dwell on it. Uh um and this is my last topic right here, guys. Um Rookies. Where are the rookies? Khalil Ringo still hasn't signed. Khalil Ringo is my favorite player my favorite rookie, honestly. I actually predicted him to be a Philadelphia Eagle. So, where is he? Usually we get our rookie signed and get them under contract fairly soon. For him still not to be signed, I pretty much think it's something minor. But I will say this, right? When players slip in the draft, they know they should get paid more. So maybe Khalid Ringo feel as though, hey, I should be getting paid like a first rounder, second rounder. I should. So it's kind of, I think that is the only obstacle there. But yeah, guys, Super Bowl hangover. It's definitely it's just tough to do it. It's just tough to get to the Super Bowl, let alone get back and win it after losing it. But if is there any team, anybody who can do it, I think it's Jalen Hurts led Philadelphia Eagles. But Yeah, I'm over the quotes and it's talking about the Super Bowl and the quotes and from the players. I just don't want to hear it. So hopefully it's over with. When training, when training camp start. Hopefully we don't hear about the Super Bowl no more. It's not a distraction. You just use it for fuel or whatever the case may be. But I'm over that, man. A missing piece, special teams, and maybe I gotta add special teams, and I'm not gonna lie. But what do I choose? Safety or special teams? A safety and a linebacker or special teams? You know, I still believe we need an elite level safety to, win to win a Super Bowl. Um, and Howie is like they're trying to do like a shortcut, and they can't find a safety, so they're just signing them and getting guys that's proven. I don't care how you find one, how you get one, go get them. You know, uh, But I wanted to really keep this stream fairly short. I like Nolan Smith, my favorite rookie. Yeah, he's the popular one. Touch, of course, is gonna be him. Nolan Smith, everybody loves him. It's gonna be tough to last season after losing coordinators. Yeah, then you got the coordinators. Yeah, I just that So again, we have our work cut out. We can't be thinking about last year. We have our work cut out. That's my whole thing. We have our work cut out. Can't be focused on last year, man. Um, yeah. Like I don't want to hear about the Super Bowl. I'm done. I don't care. I don't care about it anymore. Let's move on. We have a daunting challenge. Okay, everybody's going to be prepared to play us. We got the toughest schedule in the NFL. Uh, you know, toughest schedule in the NFL. Trying to get to the Super Bowl, trying to win the Super Bowl. Um, It's so much like, but this is like the least of our worries. Last year's Super Bowl, it's the least of our worries. But I'm looking forward to this season. Uh, I'll try to do these streams as much as I can, probably a couple days a week, 2 or 3 days a week. Uh, give my opinion on the news. But I love you guys. I'll see you. I'll see you in the next stream. Maybe tomorrow or a couple days. I'm out. Peace.